Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel ML Minded. I am Jayachandra, a final year student at IIT Kharagpur who has recently completed an internship at Amazon as an applied scientist. Today, in this video, I will be explaining about the process that Amazon follows to hire an applied scientist intern, the steps I took, my experience at the intern, and most importantly, the internship evaluation process that Amazon follows. One standard process that everybody follows is to find whether is there any job posting and then simply apply on the portal with a resume. But the problem with this approach is that for your resume to get shortlisted for this position, you should have at least one publication and one internship in machine learning and data science domain. But there also exists a second simpler path, that is by becoming a participant at Amazon ML Summer School. To become a participant at Amazon Summer School, you should be a final year or pre-final year student and you should qualify a test that will be hosted by the Amazon Summer School team. Once you are a participant, you will have to attend some of the classes that this team hosts, and once this class ends, the Amazon team will itself reach to you asking about whether are you interested in applying for this position or not. And this is the time when you should apply to the applied scientist position with a decent resume. This is the method which I followed, and even though I did not have any publications, I was able to get my resume shortlisted with this process. If your resume gets shortlisted, Amazon team will send you a HackerRank link which will consist of 2 DSA questions. You are required to solve these 2 DSA questions in 90 minutes time frame. And one important thing is, it is always better to solve both the problems in as less time as possible. I was able to solve it in 38 minutes and I got shortlisted. If you qualify here, Amazon team will reach you with a mail saying that on so and so date and time, your coding interview round is being scheduled. Here, this coding interview round will consist of 2 DSA problems and you will have to solve it in 60 minutes. If you are able to solve 2 DSA problems in less than 60 minutes, there might be a chance that they might ask one more question. If you are in this situation, then feel happy about your performance. After coding round, you will get one more mail saying that your ML round is scheduled and so date. Again, they will ask for your availability, and if you are available on that date and time, your ML round will be conducted. Most of the time people say that in ML round they focus on both breadth and depth, but in my case it was mostly focused upon ML breadth. I also want to talk about some of the questions that were asked to me during my ML interview. As SVM was written in my CV, they asked me everything about SVM. They asked me the definition of SVM in the beginning, and then they asked me to write down the loss function of SVM. Once I wrote the loss function for SVM, they asked me to take the derivative with respect to it. Once I had this function, they asked me to draw the graph for this function. Once I drew, they moved to decision trees. They asked me everything about decision tree in depth, including the entropy formula. Afterwards, then they asked me about Naive-Bayes algorithm. Once I was able to answer the questions around this, then they moved towards neural networks. They started with regularization techniques and asked me about dropout in depth. Once I was able to answer the dropout problems, then they moved towards RNNs. In RNNs, they basically focused upon transformers and BERT architecture. And these are few of the questions that were asked to me during my ML interview. After the ML round, if Amazon finds you as a best fit for the role, they will reach back to you in 4-5 days. HR will call you and ask for your availability for the internship. Most of the time, they will ask you to have a 6-month internship, but you can always negotiate and have a 3-month internship. In my case, it was internship for 3 months. Once the call ends, they will reach back to you in next 2-3 more days, wherein you will receive a mail which will mention about the stipend you will be receiving and the time slot in which you will be working with the Amazon as an applied scientist intern. The game does not end here because you will have to submit a lot of documents. The first and foremost document which you will have to submit is the NOC form, that is to be signed by your college authorities. Then after, they will ask you so many documents like e-Aadhaar, PAN card, 10-12 certificates and the certificates of your previous internships, etc. As your internship date will be nearing, they will send you the reallocation money and they will book a flight on behalf of you from your city to the city in which you will be working as an intern. Take this flight, go to that city, and on day 1 collect your laptop, and then just work in the rest of your internship. Now, let me share my experience as an intern at Amazon. At Amazon, I was asked to reduce the latency of a certain ML system using open source LLMs. During this time, I came to know a lot about open source LLMs, Hugging Face, quantization technique, prompting techniques, etc. They say that in Amazon the team matters, and luckily I had got a wonderful team wherein each and every people helped me during my struggle periods. And this was my first on-site experience, and one thing which I learned here was that in on-site internship, not only the work completion matters, but also personality matters. The way you sit, the way you talk, the way you eat, the way you dress, the way you make the other people laugh, everything matters and counts. Now let me try answering one of the hottest question. How is our intern evaluated? On the day of your joining, you will be allotted with 3 people: manager, mentor and buddy. These 3 people will always be there to help you to solve all of your problems. Manager and the mentor are the people who will be evaluating you internally based on the performance. Also, during the end of your internship, you will write something called as a review doc. Review doc is something wherein you will write everything that you performed in your internship, and this review doc will be reviewed by a person who's at higher position in Amazon. This person will also decide whether a PPO should be given to you or not. Not only these people decide of whether you will be getting a PPO or not, but there will also exist something called as exit interviews. This will again be of 2 rounds, one of DSA and the other of ML round. In DSA, they will ask you one simple question, and the next half an hour will be on Amazon leadership principles. And in ML round also, they will ask you about Amazon leadership principles, but here they will mostly focus on your work which you did in your internship. Finally, your manager, your mentor, the people who took your interviews, and the bar is, that is the person higher authority in Amazon, will all sit in a meet and decide whether a PPU should be given to you or not. On the last day, you will return back your laptop and come back to your home. In the next 10 business days, you will get a mail which will tell you about what was the things that were decided in that meet. If you are getting a PPO, they will mention that. If a PPO is in bold, they will also mention that. Even if you got rejected for getting a PPO, that thing also will be mentioned in that. This is what the process looks like, and I think I was able to convey all the message to you guys. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to comment down below. Thank you for watching the video. Bye bye.